Hello everyone, welcome to the mainnet version of setting up your Ethereum validator node to join the Lido community staking module using dAppNode. One of the key differences between a testnet workflow and a mainnet workflow is in how we generate our validator key stores. On the testnet, what we do is to simply download the Wagyu Keystore Generator tool directly onto our working laptop running our usual Windows or Mac OS. This environment is not ideal for generating private keys because we use it every day for all sorts of purposes, for work, for leisure, for God knows what, and hence it could already be compromised without us knowing. We should generate our validator key stores on the mainnet is to first prepare two new USB drives, one to install something called the Tails OS. This is an entirely new OS that is anti-surveillance and censorship. It leaves no trace or no history after shutdown. There's no memory of anything you've done on the Tails OS after you shut it down, and hence it's ideal for generating private keys on. The other USB drive will be loaded with the Wagyu key generator tool. And how we activate this is to plug in our first USB drive that contains the Tails OS. We then restart our working laptop and go into the boot menu. And in the boot menu, we will select Tails OS instead of our usual OS to start up our working laptop. Once our working laptop it has been started, we will plug in the second USB drive containing the Wagyu key generator tool so that you can run the Wagyu key generator on the Tails OS. And what happens here is that the Tails OS lives in this USB drive. It borrows the computing resources from your working laptop to operate its own OS. And once you shut down your working laptop that is booted into the Tails OS and you plug this USB back out, all of the data, all of the memory will be flushed. Nothing will remain. And so you can see why this method is so much more secure than generating your validator key stores directly on your usual OS running on your working laptop. In other words, what we are essentially doing here is to generate your validator key stores on an air-gapped machine, which is basically a device that has never been connected to the internet or any other devices before. Traditionally, what you do is you buy an entirely new machine, new device, solely for the purposes of generating your private keys and your secret keys on. And you will not use this device for anything else. But instead of shelling out a couple of $100s for an entirely new device, why not just buy two USB drives for maybe like $5, $8 each, and then just use this simple workaround. In the next video, I will show you exactly how to flash the Tails OS on your USB drive and how to go into the boot menu to select Tails OS instead of your usual OS and complete the validator key store generation in a highly secure manner.